Welcome back to Officially Off the Record. I'm your host, ruamaJ, and this is where we tell all Black truths all the time. This is our season 4.5, and we are super excited. We've had a good season so far. Today, this episode is Hot Topics. So we've got friend of the show and co-host today, Chris. Chris, say what's up to the people.
How we doing, people?
How are we doing, people? So listen, Today's episode is very rapid fire. It's going to be something really good, something that if you have seen any episode over the past years with Chris on it, you know we have a damn good time.
We're going to have a time.
A time will be had.
And another time will be had after. We're going to laugh.
That's a whole nother, you can pay for that episode on Patreon, on
exactly.
our Patreon. We don't even have a Patreon yet, but you can pay for it. So again, this is Hot Topics. And so we have notoriously every season done a Hot Topics take with Chris, and we have had a really good time. So before we get to Hot Topics, every episode when we have a co-host, we always start with an icebreaker. So today's icebreaker, unbeknownst to Chris, is a game that we're calling Smash or Pass.
Interesting way to start this out. I'm game, and I will either smash or pass or possibly deny.
So I am going to throw a mix of questions, situations, or scenarios Chris's way, and he will let us know whether he is smashing the opportunity, the person, or whatever it may be, or passing.
Oh, this is all types of different things.
This is like the war room on X-Men. So I hope you're ready.
Yeah.
So, okay, Chris. Question number 1, smash or pass? Date a woman who calls her mom 5 times a day, or date a woman who thinks astrology is a personality type. Which one are you smashing? Which one are you passing?
So smashing the astrology just because there's a tapestry on the wall. It's a really good time. She's earthy. She has crystals. Overall, this is just going to be a fantastic experience. It depends on the conversation with the woman who calls her mom 5 times a day. If they're like friends, and you have women who are like, oh, my mother's my best friend ever, then I might be okay with that. But if you have to call your mother for every different decision that you make, then yeah, you're probably not the independent woman I'm looking for.
So what if she was like perfect, but she showed her mom your nudes?
Oh, she's a lunatic, and this is not the Kardashian family. Like, what? Do I look like Lamar Odom to you? No, we're not doing that. That's unhinged, and that makes me uncomfortable.
Okay. All right. Wait, I want to circle back to this. So you think that the astrology woman...
Oh, it's a time to be had?
You think so?
Let me tell you.
And she got waist beads too, right?
Oh, yes. And everything. It's a patchouli in there. She done sage that thing down. She does yoga. She might have a shortcut.
And her favorite drink is kombucha. She loves some kombucha.
Or a matcha latte.
And she's always like... She's just really like calm, but then it's also like, I don't know if you're calm because you're really calm, or is that just like a little devil in you?
All you gotta do is play a little Masego and it's gonna go.
But then I'm like the charging crystals thing, and it's giving very WandaVision.
But those women are also detached kind of easily. Like, okay, well, I had fun. You be safe.
Blessings to you in the earth. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
got it. Okay, so next situation, smash or pass. Take your worst ex back after a glow up and a full therapy journey, or you can only choose one or the other. Date someone new who depends on her dad for everything. Worst ex, she's had a glow up.
Worst ex.
Or
how healed is that woman?
She's very healed, but she's like your worst ex ever. But
I'm in my head. I know who this person is, so I'm trying to
Can you forgive that though?
Is it forgivable? Sure, but is she still like a lunatic or no?
Give me an example of lunatic behavior.
I'm gonna get in trouble. I probably won't get in trouble. Like heavily insecure, not a very good communicator, highly unreasonable. But stunning, like stunning.
Okay, so she's like, everything is missing up here, but everything is like...
Oh, deranged. But stunning.
So if you see her in the streets like right now, you're like, what's up?
Oh, she's the type that every time that she does somehow pop up on a social media feed, you be like, but then you think about, boy, this is not fun last time, and I don't want to do that again. But she do look good.
It's giving best thing I never had. Okay, so we're taking her instead of the girl who depends on her dad for everything.
Once again, depends on dad for what? Is she broke?
So here's the thing, and I have found this with some of my friends, women who, I'm not gonna even say friends of friends. So women who are like,
clean it up.
Oh, this is my boyfriend, but I'm gonna call my daddy to help me fix my car, or my dad is fixing the oil, or my dad helps me with all of my finances, and then it makes the partner feel like, well, what do you need me for, right? Like, why am I even present? I'm not helping you with anything, or we're not walking on the journey together. Like your dad is, I'm just the backseat to you and your daddy.
I wouldn't necessarily feel that way. I think that is a benefit of having like a good dad is he's present, he's around. And as long as he's not like crazy, like when you become the man in a woman's life, you know, y'all have that conversation of, hey, you know, we're going to do things a little bit differently. I appreciate what you've done for your daughter. Clearly, she's a fantastic woman. And as long as you can create that boundary, I don't have an issue with that.
So we're going to take her instead of the ex.
Oh, yeah. Because I just don't trust crazy.
Okay, cool. Smash or pass, unlimited sex, but with no emotional connection. Or deep emotional connection with mid-level, highly scheduled sex. Plus, she has a little bit of a hygiene issue, but she's a great person.
Okay, the hygiene part, is she willing to work with me or no? She,
you know, you ever met somebody whose breath stinks really, really bad and they're not aware that their breath stinks?
Yes.
And then like, no matter how much you try to like hint at it or say it directly, like, no, that's not me. Like, or like, they're not even aware enough.
If it's a little, I feel like we could probably work through that through communication and talking. And
okay, I'm gonna dive it even worse. It's not.
You're gonna make this terrible for me.
It's not this. It's not the top. That's
oh man. Oh.
Yeah, she got a little. It's got a little personality on it.
Well, baby, we're gonna get in the shower. And are we talking about like dating? Or are we talking about casual sex?
You're dating her. Have you ever had, okay, I'm going to back you into this one. Here's another corner I'm putting you in. Have you ever had to have a conversation with a woman about her pH or what you have experienced?
No. I am lucky enough to make good decisions.
Okay. So you never had a little coochie with a little personality?
Oh, no. I won't play that. Mm-mm.
Wait, how do you... Oh.
No, Lord.
Now, I am not familiar with this realm, so walk me through how you know if it doesn't have like, how do you detect the personality on a coochie?
A lot of how you manage your life is how I assume you manage your coochie. If you are meticulous and you do things the right way and put things back and care about things, I assume you would do that with your body. And if you don't, then we probably ain't gonna work. I'm almost OCD with the way that things have to go back in certain places, so I'm probably not gonna be tolerable in the first place.
Understood. This reminds me of an episode of Friends. I don't know if you ever watched Friends.
Definitely not. I watch Living Single.
Listen, I'm going to make the disclaimer, Living Single and Friends as well. But, of course, Living Single over Friends. But there was an episode on Friends where this Rebecca Romaine Stamos was one of the guys that, the girls that one of the main characters was dating. She was super beautiful, all the good things. And he went back to her apartment and she had like rats and it was super, super dirty.
Oh, no, that's dead.
And he was trying to smash it out the park and he was just like, I can't.
No. That, like, I have been to a woman's house. It was not my woman, somebody else's woman. And I went into the house and they had cats, and you can smell it. And that memory is burned into my brain. I'm there now experiencing that real time with you. And the smell of the experience will just never be burned out of my brain. That woman has a family, and it's like...
Can we talk about this, Black people and cats? I'm just... If you're watching and you're a follower of the show, we love you. And we love that you love cats. What do you think about Black people?
Well, I'm going to abandon Jamar on this. I'm allergic to cats, so it would never work for me.
I'm always just...
Judge them, Jamar.
I feel like people... Okay, I'm going to just say it. I feel like people who have cats, sometimes they don't know their house stink. I
can't go in because I'm allergic, right?
So you wouldn't even know.
I'm gonna die. You don't want me dead.
Chris is trying to save himself. He don't like people with cats.
And I'm highly allergic to cats. So
okay, all right. So we're gonna take the girl with the body odor that you're gonna talk to her about her pH.
Now the emotionless sex. Is this a woman I'm dating or just a woman who I know? If I just know this woman and she's game for having copious amounts of unattached sex.
She's like an 8-ball corner pocket, good time all the time.
But she's not, I'm not trying to convert her to being anything else in my life. Check box. Yeah.
So it's a girl with
this woman sounds healed.
Got it. And then if she's eventually like, hey Chris, we've had copious amounts of sex. I'd like to have copious amounts of you in my life.
Well, then that's a different person. I don't really like for you to switch it up on me like that.
Really?
Yeah.
So you couldn't go from having sex with somebody and having great sex to them being like, hey, also, after we do this, do you want to like maybe catch a couple dates?
I would prefer. That's typically not my ministry. I kind of put you in a box majority of the time. Now, I'm not going to say because I've been there. I think that now the conversion, it would take a lot, and you would have to be a lot more emotionally attached. As much as I am willing to be emotionally unattached for just that part, for like a relationship, yeah, I'm.
So would you have a woman who you're like, I'm having sex with you, but I'm dating this other girl? Not now, old Chris. You know what? Cut the tape. Cut the camera.
Have I before? I mean, maybe.
Damn. Okay, you know what? We're gonna move on.
But sometimes that'd be the best part of your relationship. Everybody getting taken care of how they need to be.
Okay. Last one, smash or pass. You get to spend 30 minutes cursing Donald Trump out. Unfiltered, like dragging him to filth, while also educating him on every policy he has ruined with him actually listening. Or you get to have a private dinner with Barack Obama and leave with a handwritten recommendation letter for any job, any salary, anywhere in the world that you want.
You gotta make that harder. I'm not fixing stupid. Me and Barry finna have a time, bro. Write this letter, put it on the seal. I'm put it on the refrigerator so my mama can see. Grandma, you won't believe. Everybody. I'm not saying nope, not doing it. Me and Barack finna have.
Agree.
Will there be some crown?
Agree. Oh, yeah. Okay. Do you think Barack Obama is a crown drinker?
Yes, absolutely. Dark liquor for sure.
I also think Barack Obama smokes weed.
Well documented.
I think he smokes weed. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, well, listen, we have gotten through Smash or Pass our Icebreaker, just kind of warming up the show. Again, if you are here, we are excited. We hope that you're following us on social media at officially OTR on Instagram as well as YouTube. So please make sure you share this, comment on the show, all the things.
Click the button.
Click, like, subscribe.
Exactly.
All the things. This is our first season on YouTube, so we're really excited about it. We have transitioned from Zoom to Instagram, and now we are in studio here with our friends at The Hive and having a wonderful relationship with our friends at YouTube.
Please support Black creators. Please. We work really hard.
Very hard. So on this episode of Hot Topics, there's some hot takes. Chris and I have questions for each other. Neither one of us have seen the other's questions, so we are going to go back and forth on a gamut of questions. I am excited but nervous all at the same time to see what we're going to talk about.
Hey, we've been through this before, man. We'll be all right.
A million times. So my question to you this hot out the gate is, do you think God says curse words? And if so, what's his favorite curse word?
Yes. Absolutely. I couldn't imagine. Well, like to me, the concept of like curse words to God is, what do you mean? I created all of this.
So these are his words.
Yeah, this is just a part of my lexicon. You think you just keep the best parts of it? Cussing is fun when done right.
So you think God be like, look at this nigga?
Yes, and then when he provides you with all the tools and resources and things that you need, and you choose not to, you cuss out people, right?
You think?
Yeah, we said created in his image.
Okay, so I've asked my friends this before.
Don't you deserve to be cussed out sometimes for some of the things that you've done?
So you think God just be up there like, fuck, Jamar, like, what are you doing? I gave you the tools.
Right, and then be watching, like, watch him. Now watch it.
Watch this
He's
shit.
finna do it, right?
Jesus. Watch this.
There.
Boom. And this the shit I be talking
right.
about. And this right here. So you think Jesus...
And he did it again. Even after I told him no, I saved him. Took him out of it.
And then Jesus be like, damn, you right. You right. Least
hey, bro, I got up on that cross. I did what I could.
I tried to save his ass.
Yep.
Damn, they probably be up there really cutting up.
Mm-hmm.
I also think that Jesus can probably really dance. Because again, if they created everything, like, I'm just saying.
Jesus up there looking at Mike Jackson like, bro, that's my move.
Come on.
I walked on water. You talk about move. Oh.
Meg the Stallion who?
Oh, no, we're not doing that.
No, you don't think so?
We not twerking the Jesus sandals. We ain't doing
You don't think so?
I ain't going.
I would be up there like, go Jesus. Go Jesus.
No.
Like, fuck it up, Jesus.
Jesus, move.
No.
Move, brother. They got you on camera. Move. No, you're not gonna have, you're not
think?
No.
Okay. You know what? Your turn, Chris.
Fantastic. So, of course, we know Cardi B and Offset have split up.
Yes.
Cardi B has now gotten into a relationship with NFL wide receiver Stephon Diggs. And then just as of recently, she has now done the usual and cleaned the entire Instagram of any photos, videos, including that castle video of them two together. And my question to you is, did she not see that coming?
I think she was so in love that she might have been
She was in love with who?
You don't think so?
No, I want to know, like, who do you think she was in love with? You think she was in love with Stephon Diggs?
I think she might have been a little bit. This is what I think, because creating a family with Offset and all the things that they've had, I don't know. Now I'm kind of stumped. Now you've said it. Now I'm rethinking.
You think she was in love with Stephon Diggs?
No. What you think?
See, I hate to be a man sometimes because you think these things in your head. You're like, man, this is going to make you look crazy. You're going to come out of this looking crazy. Like, once you get out of a public relationship like that, the next one got to be a good one. Like, if I'm Offset and I see that you're with Stephon Diggs, I'm a little mad, but secretly I'm happy because I know this is going to crash and burn.
Oh, 100%. 100% with Stephon.
And I'm at the house now eating pop.
Because you're just waiting to see it explode, right?
It's been to go down.
What you think they saying about Cardi in the group chat?
Nothing.
No.
Oh, with Diggs?
Yeah.
Oh, there's no group chat conversation. That's phone call conversation.
Ooh.
Hey, brother. We knew it was gonna happen.
Damn.
It was on the way. It was never not gonna happen.
I think though, when people make these, like when celebrities live these relationships out loud and then they have like a family and kids and stuff like that, they're not thinking about their kids sometimes, right? And so
that's the reason when I asked you who do you think she was in love with, I think that this is an act of like love of herself, which got her looking crazy. Like, hey, I feel like I look away, so the best thing I can do is go get this guy and we can do this stuff in front of the world, not thinking that, hey, 69 days, this probably ain't gonna work. We ain't even into the season yet. It's preseason.
So how long you get a relationship?
Oh, to the bye week.
What?
Oh, to the bye week.
No.
Yeah, I mean, well, there are a lot of different dynamics. Number one, this is a sports team. So Diggs is trying to come back and play for the Patriots, who've been historically a tight-lipped team who run things very straight. Mm-hmm. Then he already got in trouble for being on the boat with the other girls, rubbing on him with the miscellaneous razzle-dazzle in the bag.
I forgot about that.
So, yeah, if the Patriots don't start out winning, they're going to be like, hey, Mr. Diggs, you got to cut the shit. And then Cardi, thoughts and prayers.
So you think she's just a good time?
Wait, do we not think that? I think Offset thought that too.
Damn. But shout out to the girls who like alley-oop a good time into like something a little bit longer. Kind of going back to
This is the thing. I see what you like. You might as well just go on back to Offset and y'all can be a little crazy together. Y'all can get on TV. Y'all can be the new T.I. and Tiny. And get y'all a house in Atlanta, and that be it, bro. Just let that be what it is.
Hey, for real though, if she doesn't, that would be a good capitalization though. Like we capitalizing off of that and parlaying that into a whole franchise of like Cardi and Offset. That sounds even like a good show, Cardi and Offset.
And we would all watch it.
I would watch it. Okay. Next question. Why do you think so many Black men struggle with accountability and honesty, especially in dating and in close relationships?
Do we struggle with accountability? I think that Black men honestly, as a person who talks to a lot of black men, and I've had this conversation recently, we do pretty good about our accountability. Now, I think where we have the room for growth is I probably just should not have done that. But the accountability, for the most part, we're pretty good about being ready to be blamed, even if it ain't our fault. I'd rather just, all right, well, you can be mad with me. Now, can we go back to having a happy relationship? Well, fine. I'm okay.
So I want to underscore that with, like, to your point, it's not all black men. And this is actually a question from one of our viewers, actually. So it's not all black men. But I think that sometimes, and I was talking to the viewer about this today, I think that sometimes when we're men, I think we deal with so much stuff as a black man. Like, you gotta be the strong this, you gotta be the support that.
Always.
We taking care of our parents. We doing, we're trying to live and get it out the mud, and we trying to all these things. And I think that sometimes that we shoulder so many things that when we get caught doing something, or when we feel stressed, or when we whatever it is, sometimes the integrity, like, it's hard to be honest with people that you feel look up to you so much, if that makes sense. Like,
I think that this is, I guess, in my view, I think that men are willing to be accountable in certain places where they feel safe.
That's you're saying,
because my friends have come to me and say, hey man, this is how I feel about different situations. And they know that it's a safe space. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be on your side, because I am also the friend to be like, hey man, if you're on bullshit, you're on bullshit. It's that simple. But they know I'm going to be straightforward and honest. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to judge you for whatever it is. Now, I'm going to ask you why you did certain behavior. And a lot of times I find out that people just don't ask, why did you do that? And then the majority of the time, we can tell you, we're very simple and basic. I did this because of this.
I agree with you. And I love that you said about the feeling safe, right? Because the point that I was trying to round out was, like, we shoulder so much. And then when it comes to, like, I know in my experience in the past, I may have lied because I didn't want to disappoint someone.
Right.
Or, like, I've done so many things, and if I tell you the truth about this one thing, now everything I say at the bottom falls out of everything.
Exactly.
Like, I told you yes so many times, but the first time I said no, or the first time I did this thing, it's like I never did it.
Yeah, well, there are two things there. Is like, we're fundamentally flawed. So yes, I'm going to make a mistake. Also, when we make a mistake, is the person on the other end willing to accept said mistake and not bring up the mistake in the future? Because if I come to you about the mistake, trying to be transparent so that we can actually communicate and move forward, and then you bring this up in the future, then you've not created a safe space for me to communicate.
And then I'm gonna keep doing the thing, repeating.
I'm not telling you
or
again.
Not telling you.
Yeah, because
not being safe.
Yeah, no, never telling you again.
Does that mean that, like, we're notoriously lying in, or would you be lying in that situation all the time?
We're going from lying to surviving. No, I'm dead serious. This space is no longer safe. Mm-hmm. So the only thing that I can do to perpetuate what I would like is to not tell you this. Because the last time that I told you this, you made it unsafe for me.
And because of that, I'm shutting down.
Exactly. I'm not necessarily shutting down. I'm just not giving you that portion of who I am anymore.
But then, is that fair to it's not fair to us if we got to keep lying, right? Or if I got to shut down because you don't make it safe. And now we just kind of in like a Cardi B Offset kind of thing.
It's not a healthy situation, but a lot of times we find ourselves in situations where I like 95% of this. So if I got to lie for
5%,
yeah, then it becomes opportunity cost. If I got 95% of the things that I need, and the vast majority of people don't have 50% of what they need, then yeah, I'll pay the toll for 5%.
Okay, I'm gonna side with you on that. I'm gonna side with you on that to an extent, because then I'm
not, and let me be very clear. I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. I don't have a degree. I'm not anybody's doctor. And I also understand it's not probably the most healthy behavior, but we're all trying to make it every day too.
That's true. Okay. What you got?
When was the last time you went to Target?
I just want to say that I'm
Black people.
I'm looking directly in the camera.
Pastor Jamal Bryant would like to know, when was the last time you were in Target?
Okay, so here's the thing. I talked to one of my viewers about this today. Shout out to Mercedes.
I thought you were going to say I talked to the Lord.
No, I definitely did not talk to the Lord, because the Lord was probably like, this nigga's in Target again. But I talked to My friend, one of our viewers, shout out to Mercedes about this, and I feel like that's a hard one for me, right? Like in some of the statements that have come out about Target and the fact that our Black community has really banded together to withdraw our funds from Target. It's a challenge because, to answer the root question, 2 weeks ago, my stepmother had a birthday party. I went to Target and I brought her some stuff from Tabitha Brown's collection. And
that boy good.
It's true.
That boy cleaned it up. Well, you know, I was in there buying Black things.
I was in there buying Black things. And Tabitha Brown said very specifically, when this whole thing hit, early in the year, like, why, like, let's, my things are still there. There's another Black owned brand that is still there, right? They've got the Black girl sunscreen. They've got all these different things some of the things that our Black people have come to depend on. So I'm thinking, like, if I'm there, let me support and buy out the Black products. And so I did go there to get some Tabitha Brown stuff for my stepmother. And it really sucks because also now, like, there's so many of these businesses who, or not so many, there are businesses like Target, Walmart, Amazon, who we as a community have come to rely on, especially since the pandemic. And sometimes your financial class changes, you kind of level up and get some things from there or not. But
right.
I think we're in a tough position. And so 2 weeks ago, but I'm still going back and forth. But I also, as a content creator, as a brander, my friend asked me the other day, what would you do if a brand that you don't necessarily agree with or align with or support came to you with a lot of money and they said, we want to have you endorse our brand, and then you have the opportunity to either change the brand, influence the narrative, and I was thinking, like, I don't know if I could do that. Like, let's say a brand you didn't align with.
No. How much money we talking?
Like you got $1 million, right? 2 million, you get 2 million.
And we talking about, like, and this is 2 million. Is this like the budget for the project or 2 million in my pocket?
You're getting a 2 million in your pocket.
I go look in BOA and
you're getting a 2 million in Bank of America, and then you're getting, some residuals from sales, but it's a brand that is not popular with our people. So then do you become a sellout or, because also influence, especially when you're working with some companies that don't always align with you, you may be speaking with someone across the table that's like, okay, I hear you, Chris. But then you get into the top of the boardroom of people that are above you, your voice becomes more filtered and your influence becomes less and less and less. So did you get paid to sell out, or did you get paid because were you really trying to make a change?
It's a fine line. Because even with Tabitha, like, I say, congratulations to her. You're right. You've done a lot. You've done it the right way. But I think one thing that we kind of miss in this era is sacrifice. Like, you are bestowed with these things, but overall, this doesn't serve us as a people. You are in the middle, and you might have to do some sacrifices. It's unfortunate. It's not right, but it's also life. Like, I think our parents and grandparents did a much better job of, hey, we're going to sacrifice whatever it takes because that's what matters.
So you would align with their brand and get that 2 million?
Now, 2 million.
Would you align with the brand?
2 million?
You get the 2 million or not?
Bro, being that little white dog will be what? $2 million? Put the bullseye on the dog and on me. Hell, I don't know.
But you know what? In all seriousness, I do think I once worked for an organization that I didn't realize until I got into the organization that I did not fully align with them, and they didn't fully.
You mean like everywhere that we work? Except for my current employer.
Or mine. But there have been places where I've worked and I didn't realize that. And what I feel like, I tried really, really, really hard to get in those boardrooms, to talk to the CEO, to talk to the people who are on the board and in the quiet rooms, and really, really try hard to make a difference and really push my way through. And what I saw ultimately was I got let go.
And that's what you kind of got to do. It's honorable, respectable. You do what you can. Then if they're not interested, you dust your feet off and walk out the door. Such is life.
Okay. Next question. This is a broad but funny. Most embarrassing hookup or dating story?
Jeez. Hookup or dating story?
Hookup or dating story?
I don't know if I necessarily have one of those. I remember when I was a freshman in college, way before I became who I am now. It was like 2 babes, and my homeboy was there.
Wait, stop. Did you say 2 babes?
Yeah, women, ladies.
Okay,
all of the above. So, did not have the confidence that you see now. I was not ready to talk to this woman. And I think I hopped on a fire escape, walked all the way around the dorm. I was tripping. It was wild. And in hindsight, you should have just shot your shot and go home. But it's growth. It's life. It was wild.
Wow. Mine is, so I met this guy. This is to your stealing his tag, before I was who I am and you see before you. I met this guy, maybe, God, this had to be like 20 years ago. And we were hanging out, having a good time. When we were dating, kicking it, doing all the things. And he went on tour with some group or something. He was in the music industry, went on tour.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Chill. He was probably like singing background for Keith Sweat or somebody. But anyway, he went on tour and he sublet his apartment out. And I did not know this. And so like we just kind of like we would text every now and again. And then I meet another guy like a year later. I meet another guy.
You're not the dude in the AKA Honda Accord, are you?
No, I was the dude in the AKA Honda Accord apartment. So I meet this new guy. We're hanging out. We're talking. He's like, oh, let's go back to my place. And I'm like, cool. I'm thinking we're going to go back for a nightcap, have a good time. I'm like, man, this neighborhood looks really familiar. We get to I'm like, oh, I've been over here before. In my mind, I'm like, oh, I dated a guy in this apartment before. And then we get like past the little, the speed bumps in the apartment. I'm like, oh, okay. Then we get to like building 4. And I'm like, oh, well, I dated a guy that lived in this building. This man
oddly familiar.
Unlocks the door to the apartment of the guy that I was dating before this. And I'm like, so now I have to pretend that I've never been here before, right? So now I'm really putting on the glitz.
To the Wi-Fi click.
How did you connect here, right? But this is like,
how did you get here?
That is, I can tell you how I got here. I got here in his Accord. And so the Wi-Fi connected. And he's like, oh, well, let me get you a drink. And I'm having to pretend that I have never been in this apartment before. And one of the weirdest parts about it was the guy that I had dated before, because he went on tour and he like sublet his apartment, he left all the furniture there. So it is literally the exact same apartment, just with a whole new man. Exact same apartment with a whole new man.
My stomach hurt, I gotta go home. I think this is a setup. I think that Chris Hansen's gonna pop out right there. Hey, on the next episode of How to Catch Somebody Who's Already Been to a place that they've been before. Not me. My stomach hurt. I'm going home. I'll never see you again, brother. This is
It was very weird, I have to say. And I did not see him after that, but it was very weird.
I wouldn't have saw him then.
And I did not finish the evening. I will say that too.
I was just about to ask, so how long did you stay? You was comfortable. You've been there before.
So I had to find a way out. I had to find a lie. And my lie always used to be I would have my friends call me, the typical thing, call me, say something's going on. I'd be like,
oh, my line brother got a flat tire.
Yes. But mine was like,
man, why he always got to call me, man?
Mine was call me and say something wrong, but like be loud enough to where the person can kind of hear you on the phone.
Oh, and put you on speaker.
And then
I never answered no phone on speaker to that one.
Yeah. And I was like, girl, you lying. And I was like, hey, I gotta go. I'm gonna be back. And he was like, come back. Never came back. What you got?
All right. So for me, this is on the heels of the conversation I would consider the pre-production conversation we had about 2 weeks ago. When was the last time that you did something that a friend told you to do?
Ooh.
Because you gave me some really good advice. I took it to heart. I took it home. I did the work. Ladies, we do the work.
He's a working man. And
it worked out well for me.
The last time I did something a friend told me to do. Ooh, that's hard. You know what? I've been very transparent in the season opener of this season, Me Versus Me, and I talked about how I was hanging out with a guy for a while and I really, 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 really liked him. And I got ghosted. And it was a very tough thing. It was pretty depressing, very sad. I think one of the things that my friend told me to do was accept what happened. So I was at a birthday dinner and I heard this person, an older woman who's a mentor of mine. She said, you need to accept this. She was talking to somebody indirectly, but was talking to someone directly, but indirectly talking to me. She said,
that's how the message typically comes.
Acceptance ends all suffering. So she said, once you accept what has happened, you will stop suffering. It doesn't mean it's gonna overnight feel great.
Absolutely.
But acceptance ends all suffering. So her saying like, come to terms with what happened. Like it happened. The phone ain't gonna ring no more. You ain't gonna see him no more. He ain't going around the corner. Y'all ain't hanging out. So acceptance ends all suffering. So accepting what happened. That was some really good advice a few weeks ago at my stepmother's birthday party where I had the Tabitha Brown things that I got from Target. See how full circle moment.
Send the money.
Target. Okay, my question to you is, tell me a secret.
A secret?
A good secret.
Next. Me tell a secret? No. People trust me way too much.
Your secret, not somebody else's secret.
A secret that I have?
A good one.
A good one?
A good one. Like one of them may be like, all right, Chris, here's that $2 million from Target with the bullseye. Because Chris supports and endorses Target, and they're not a bad place.
Wow, 35, 45, 55 sold by Jamar, ladies and gentlemen. A good secret. My mother told me that she was proud of me recently, and that made me feel a lot better than I thought it was. And I haven't told anybody, but yeah, it's just been fantastic.
Ooh.
You don't get that many good compliments from Black parents, so shout out to my mama.
That is a good secret. Okay, then I'm gonna match you with a parenting secret. A parenting secret. Okay, I got one. Well, okay, so it's more on so my mom had surgery 2 months ago now almost. And for me, I wasn't talking about the fear that I had that was associated with caregiving for my mom because last year we lost my aunt in the same house that we're caregiving for my mom in. Years ago, my stepfather in the same house that we're living in, he didn't die at that house, but he lived at the house at the time. And so for me, when my mom went into surgery, I was thinking like, oh my God, what if something happens?
You associate those feelings with the space.
Yes. And when she came out of surgery, I was like, I need to be there.
Right.
But I got to be there 24/7. So I like switch my work schedule. I'm like sleeping on the couch there. I'm like not going home. And so for me, it was the fear of losing a parent. And then I had to realize the worst thing that could happen is my mom may fall in the hallway because she had her knee replaced. She may fall and just be there in pain until we find her, until we get there. She's not going to die.
Correct.
And so my secret is that like I was afraid that my mom was going to, there was a thought in my mind that something, was it a blood clot? Because she died, because she this, because she that. Because then you find yourself researching everything online.
I'm spiraling.
Yes.
And my favorite time to spiral, about 11:45. It's right when I should be going to bed. Oh, now every terrible thought that could ever enter my mind is now here. Now I'm not asleep anymore. I guess I'm playing 2K for 2 hours.
And then I'm like on Chat GPT and I'm like, Chat Genesis Patricia Terry, tell me.
Stop telling Chat GPT everything. It ain't nothing but Google, brother.
Wait, you think so?
Yes.
I love Chat GPT. Chat GPT, if you're watching this, I love you down.
Yes, but when y'all do take over, as you probably will, me and Jamar, we like all the AIs. Claude,
remember us.
Chat GPT. I be telling Alexa, thank you.
I do. Listen, I
and I got the thank you response of you're welcome. I was like, oh
wait, your Alexa told you thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're welcome back. Oh wow, you definitely not gonna get.
I saw that Will Smith movie. You're not gonna do me like that.
You're gonna be alive when the AI comes to take over. Okay, your turn.
So news just released that Jeffrey Epstein does not have a list at all. Are we supposed to really believe that there's nobody on this list? He killed himself.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And you know what I think? And to make it even more broad, I think that so the people who are defending, because there's definitely a whole corner of people who are defending all of this.
And across party lines.
All of it, right? And I think that with Epstein, I think that no, the short answer is no. I don't believe that. And
I feel like it gives us like the open space to believe every conspiracy theory that has ever existed because they're clearly playing in our face. Like it's
3,000%.
This is like a lie that I would have told when I was in college. No, it wasn't. It was no way I was there. You saw me on camera? The camera. And then they showed the feed of where he did not kill himself. And then 3 hours later, because of the internet, hey, this is wrong. This is a lie.
So why do you think people keep trying to play in the face of Americans?
Oh, because we're stupid.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Clearly, we try to make sure that we are uneducated. We don't like to have difficult conversations. And yeah, that's what they specialize in doing. They're doing the right things. We just shouldn't be helping them.
So I'm gonna back us into a more difficult conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Did he?
Or didn't he?
Ladies and gentlemen, Christopher. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris. That's good to me right there, my boy. I will say this. I'm not going to pick apart the whole thing, but I am a fan. I mean a mega fan, not of Diddy. Let me be clear. I'm a mega fan.
I know you're going to say.
Danny D. Kane?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I love Danny D. Kane to the ground. I am probably like the only person keeping their streams alive. When they meet me, they are thanking me.
Absolutely.
Danny Kane and Day 26. By the way, did you know that Brian from Day 26 lives in Houston? I see him all the time at HEB.
Jamar, what?
I see him all the time at HEB.
All right. Day 26 can walk in right now. I can't point out the difference between Day 26 and 112.
No. You've got to grow up.
I have no intentions.
Okay. But what I'm going to say is this. I think that is really unfortunate. All the people who have been hit by Diddy and okay, that was a bad choice of words. What I meant by hit by the scandal, that's what I mean. Hit by all the things. And you know what? Take two. Cut the cameras.
That could mean so many.
God, we're not using that as a sound clip.
The Punisher.
I'm not laughing at that. But what I'm saying is like I was listening to Q from Day 26 was saying that Don had like aided in drugging him and things like that. And I just think it's just really, really sad that even listening to like the story that Don had about some of her assault allegations, listening to what Aubrey from Day 26 was saying, like what I noticed is that like people, I've always felt this way about Diddy. He has really monopolized a lot of people's career. He has ruined a lot of lives. And so I just think the whole thing is bad.
I think the whole thing is bad. I want to be very clear. I think everything is bad. I think he's a terrible human. Mm-hmm. I think he's a woman beater. The only thing that I have is that even in spite of being a terrible human, it does look like the government maliciously went after him in the charges. It looks like they overcharged a black man. So yes, terrible human. Put him under the jail. If he did it to my sister or a friend, put hands on him. And I think that some of y'all owe him hands and feet. But with that being said, it also makes me feel very uncomfortable that the government can kind of do these type of things and put all of these charges on you, make up all of these things, evil or not. It's supposed to be a fair court of justice here.
I think I would say, if I'm supporting what you're saying, like the making an example of a black man is what I'm hearing you say.
Yeah, and it's all like it's always I don't want to call him the worst of us, but it's like the Bill Cosby thing. It's the P. Diddy thing. Like as soon as they're trying to do something on a certain level, then suddenly it's that time. But we don't see that for their counterparts who are of a different hue.
I mean, we got a whole president out here who just doing
riding around and getting it.
Whatever he wants.
Did he get shot?
Anyway, next question.
No. The last one was me, Epstein.
Oh, right. Okay. So what is something that you had to unlearn about manhood that you didn't even realize was toxic until your 30s?
It was probably the level of transparency and consistency. Transparency, just learning to be honest with yourself. It becomes a point where it's free. Instead of always like the white lie here, white lie here. Nope, this is what I said, this is what I believe, and this is what it is. If you don't like it, that's fine. And the other one, everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody don't want to see you win. They might be standing right here. They might be standing right there. Just because they're close to you and they're around you, don't mean they like you. And a lot of times the only reason they're around you is to hate on what you're trying to do.
I'm a backdoor that. I was just thinking about this the other day because I've been seeing a really wonderful new therapist, and some of the work that I've been doing is unearthing my friendships and unearthing things. And I said this on the first episode of this season. There are people who I had at like an executive director level in my life that should have been like a manager,
non-existent,
an intern, or fired. Right. And I think for me, one of the things I had to unlearn is exactly what you're saying. Everyone is not my friend. And then also, I used to be like extreme. Like I would either I love you, I love you, I love you, or I don't fuck with you at all. Like there was no middle ground for me.
I'm still like that.
And so what I had to learn is, and I heard someone say this a few months ago, is that you can still be in community with certain people, but the level of intimacy and access changes.
Oh, you're not getting any access.
Really?
I'm a cutter offer. I am a reasonably evolved, almost 40. I have a good group of friendship. I have a good group of people around me. If you're not for me, that's fine. But I am reinvesting my time, love, affection, patience, all of those things to people who really support me on a daily basis. If you just here to hate, bro, you can hate from wherever you want to, however you want to. But no, you don't. I'm not gonna call you. I'm not gonna text you. It's still best of luck, prayers up, all of that. But no, no access for me at all. I am a cutter. Don't even exist.
Damn, I'm gonna probably need to get some tutoring from the school.
Protect your inner peace ferociously.
Whew, that's good.
I live by it.
Protect your inner peace ferociously. Damn, that's good. Okay, well, yeah, that's the lesson I had to learn, and I think I'm still learning that because when I was thinking about this, getting ready to come here today, there is, I had to go back and reactively. I'm sorry, not reactively. I had to go back in time and forgive myself for allowing certain people to still be around. Because like, it's one of them things where it's like, we had the issue such a long time ago, but they still kind of have access.
I can remember exactly what the issue is, and
then bring it back.
And people be like, and they think, no, you don't get to just show up and now we're friends again. No, this, and then your lack of addressing it only makes it worse. But the other part is you're a good friend, so you kind of expect that out of other people.
That's true.
You can't be mad at yourself for doing the right thing. You let it be. I'm going to continue to be a good friend, but not to you anymore. We're done.
Something else I had to learn too was that it's okay to cut my family off.
Oh, anybody, bro, you either with me or against me. And if you're not with me, once again, that's fine. I don't hate you. I still pray for you. But no, you don't get no access. You don't get nothing of me because these other people love me.
Okay, what you got?
One show you can watch for the rest of your life.
Easy. Insecure. Easy.
Wow.
All 5 seasons. I am.
That ain't even enough show. Like, that ain't even enough episodes.
I have watched Insecure now. I'm on the 9th time watching Insecure. The 9th time from beginning to end. Insecure, easy. Easy. I can quote the lines. I can tell you different things in each season. Insecure, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, done. Issa, call me. We've got business to discuss.
Mine is The Office, and I've watched it more than 9 times.
Really?
I'm never going to tell you how many times. It's literally like, all right, well, I need to go to sleep. Put The Office on.
That's your comfort show.
Absolutely. 100%. And you should get a comfort show if you don't have one.
I agree. I definitely think so. Also, my other comfort show is Scandal. Every October, I watch Scandal from episode 1.
Man, I ain't seen Olivia Pope in so long.
You got to get into Scandal.
It's probably a decent rewatch, too. I'll put it on my list.
This week. Okay. Here's one. Has a woman ever taught you something about sex, love, or your body that completely shifted your understanding?
Oh, yeah. The first time you get like the full experience, like the food, the house is smelling nice. Hey, here go the TV remote. What do you want to watch? I'm just here to be with you. And it wasn't a black woman. And it changed my mind on the way that I looked at different things. I'm a full supporter. I think you should have multiple experiences so you figure out what you like and what you dislike. And this was a thing that I had never gotten before. She cooked a meal. She knew what I liked to drink. Everything was on par. And I was like, I like this. And then as you approach your 40s, now when you expect people to come hang out with you, I know in my head I should do that because it gives a different experience.
Was this an Anglo-Saxon woman?
Nope. He tried me.
I did, because I was gonna hit you with that. You better call Becky with the good hair.
Not on Elon's internet.
So she did all of these things, and so if she's so great, where's she at?
Just not my person.
Understood. I'm gonna backdoor that with I dated a man who, to your point, like showed me some things, and my therapist kept saying, be in the moment. Just be in the moment.
Experience the experience.
Experience the experience. Be in the moment. What are you taking from this? What are you learning from this? And I was like, dang, that's really good, right? So I learned, the value of like, how do you, to your point, how do you treat people when you date them? How do you, I had gotten so used to being pursued that I almost forgot what it was like to pursue someone. So how do you pursue a person? How do you love on a person? And then also, how do you set some good boundaries?
Right. How do you make a person comfortable in your space when they want to come back? That, especially as a man. And I think that a lot of the conversation I have with women is guys are just not doing that. And I think that, to me, it doesn't make sense. I think that we typically do, hey, what is going to net me the results that I want again? So yeah, I'm paying attention. I'm taking notes. If I go into your bathroom and you got good hand soap, I'll take a photo in a heartbeat.
Oh,
right in there. Yeah. Okay. This what y'all like? Okay.
We need to copy and paste you and make you in like a size gay, because you would be a hit in the gay world. You would be a hit in the gay world. Chris, you are knocking it out the park in the gay world. Knocking out the park. If you are watching this, young gay men, and you need to be tutored, Chris, right here, my guy, he is a hit. He is a hit. Chris, I'm just saying, if you ever get tired of being over there, come to Death Row Records. That's all I'm saying.
You sure?
I'm just saying, you would be a hit in the gay world. Come to Death Row Records. All right, what you got? That's crazy.
Right.
That's nasty work.
So we watched a little Nelly and Ashanti clip, and they talked about, hey, what's your biggest ick? And Nelly's biggest ick is that Ashanti likes it hot in the house. And my question is that rule, is that grounds for divorce?
It's not grounds for divorce, but first of all, we're getting this established, just kind of like what we talked about earlier in the show when you talked about like kind of establishing some norms and things like that. First of all, I'm not dating you if you're an iguana. Let's be very clear. I am not going to be in a habitat, and like, I'm not doing that. So in my home, even now, I set the air before I left. On a hot day, my air is like 68, right? 73 is scorching to me. My air is between like 50 and 68. So I don't think air is a non-negotiable.
I'm gonna tell y'all, man, I love Ashanti. Like, from her head down to her feet.
You think she can sing?
Do I care? Do I care?
You think she can sing?
Man, put whatever you want on Spotify. But then that temperature made me feel like, man, even if you find the right one out here, they ain't gonna. She like it hot in the house.
That's stupid.
Nelly, you are double platinum, diamond, triple platinum,
That's
Murphy
stupid.
Lee. What the hook
That's
gonna be?
Stupid.
Ain't no way I'm gonna make all this money and sit in a hot house because you fine, baby.
And you literally waking up like, hot in, so hot in here. That's what you waking up to, Nelly, on purpose.
No, I'm not gonna be sweat out. See, that be the trick. That's how they get us every time. She fine, so you be like, yeah, man, I'll be in the house ready to fall out. Now, no.
Not me. I'm not having no heat stroke, just a stroke.
Hey, I am cheating.
Not happening.
I'm going to that lady house where it's cool.
You going to that lady that already showed you what to do.
Exactly.
And you taking pictures of the
Ashanti.
soap.
Not doing this.
You know what? I'm going to say this. I haven't seen the show. I have not seen the show, but I have been seeing the buzz clips that are circulating around. Did you see the one about apparently people have opinions on, I guess, the fact that Nelly seemingly is not as involved or didn't want to be as involved in one of the clips with the handling of the baby?
He communicated. Women love communication.
Mm-hmm.
They love transparency. He said all of these things before. You also have to take into account he has multiple children, and if I remember correctly, he's also raised his sister or brother's children. Who?
So you saying he tired?
So yeah,
you do not get to get somebody pregnant and then be like, I'm tired, big dog.
If I'm
your
rich,
turn, tap in.
If I'm rich,
and you know what? To your point, that could have been solved with a nanny,
right?
But
he said, "I'll pay." Like that's the thing. He said, "I'll pay for the nanny."
But at the same time, you don't get to tell somebody though, like, all right, big dog, you got it. Call me when he 8.
Yes, I do.
Call me when he's 8.
I went double diamond. I could get. Hey,
no.
I'm gonna tell you right now. When my podcast take off and I go double diamond, yeah, we'll have different conversations.
You better remove them band-aids from under your eyes so you can see what's going on here, Nelly.
Hey, I'm going down. No, I'm not.
That's why she got the heat on.
I'm hosing the children off in the yard. I'm not.
No, ma'am. No, that's why she got the heat on. That's why she got the heat on right there. That's why she has the heat
That's
on.
fine. We're gonna live outside in treehouse.
All right, my turn. You went to an HBCU.
Correct.
As did I. Hampton
HBCUs
and Prairie View A&M University. What is a moment that changed who you are at your HBCU, or a pivotal time that shaped the man you are right now?
I would probably have to say my sophomore summer. My freshman year, went to school, came back for the summer, was in Augusta. But that sophomore year, I crossed, and you live in Hampton for the summer. So you're really like on your own. And then you create like this community of summer school people, and y'all just kind of figuring it out. Y'all all broke. But that's where you really be like, damn, it's just us. And we ain't got no money. We trying to have a cookout. We trying to do a little drinking. We trying to, have a little fellowship. But we're not trying to go home. And at that point, that's like, oh yeah, Hampton is for me. I love this place.
So I'm a backdoor that. Again, we identify on so many things, which is why we're friends. But we had broke summer, me and my friends. It was that summer transitioning out of sophomore year, that junior year summer. We had broke summer, me and my friends. We shared the same $20 bill. Literally one person would get the 20. And like, if you had... You didn't even have that much?
Let me tell you, we used to steal chicken out of Farm Fresh. Yes. Beat the statute of limitations on that. Then on top of that, me and my line brother, we were broke. So we'd just start going through the couches, and we got to come up with like $3 or $4 so we can get some beers so we can drink and hang out. And that, oddly enough, was like where our friendship really grew from. When you broke with somebody.
Yes.
Oh man, what we gonna eat today? What are we gonna drink today? And when you start making those decisions, yeah, those are the lifelong friendships you create.
To your point, I will never forget in that broke summer. Like I said, we had that $20. I worked at Dillard's in Willowbrook Mall, and I was like, okay, I gotta get it for my friends. I'm gonna get the check.
Black raggedy grill.
And listen, my mom and them had Cornish hens in the deep freezer. We came and took their Cornish hens, and to this day, we still talk about them Cornish hens. Took them Cornish hens, gave them to my friends, and that won $20 or so. Like, I may have, of that 20, I may have 10 for the week, and XYZ has the other 10. Or you get 15 and I get 5. And that was our gas, our food,
we used to walk around. There's an apartment complex adjacent to the campus called the Harbors, and we would just knock on different women's doors. Not knocking on boys' doors, because I knew y'all was broke like me. But at least, if you're a girl, somebody's dad is probably going to send them some money. So they had, I used to knock on Alex Hill's door. Now she has a podcast and she cooks all the time. But yes, we used to go over there, knock on that door, and eat.
Let me tell you, okay, since we comparing brokenness, let me tell you something. I got one for you.
HBCU brokenness.
Listen, historically black and financially challenged.
Yes,
okay?
for sure.
Historically black, coined, under-resourced. That's what it is.
Right.
So that same summer, I worked at Sprint. At the Sprint call center.
Don't even exist no more. Shout out to Sprint.
Come on, rest in peace.
T-Mobile.
I worked in Sprint, and my friend and I had this rule. I made up in my mind. Nobody ever said this. If you eat it while you were in Walmart, it doesn't count. Because it's not stealing, because it's still in Walmart. I don't know where that came from, but I was eating. I would walk around, and anything I wanted for dinner, I would put it in the basket, and I would act like I was shopping in Walmart, and I would eat while I was in Walmart, and then like leave a basket somewhere and then just walk out. And I would do that for dinner, and I would do it at the Walmart on the way home from work. And then the other thing we did was going into that summer, because we already had pre-anticipated our brokenness, because Black folks are always gonna count the coin beforehand.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
To your point of knocking on doors, my friend Simone and I, we knocked on doors and we told people that we were building playgrounds for the summer for UNICEF. And it just sounded like a really good idea. And we stole so many people's money in undergrad.
I have done that, but I will not incriminate myself. But for the people who did it with me, we used to be tearing them Buffalo Wild Wings up, boy.
What is
we used to get the money, scoop the money up. We going to Wild Wings today, fellas.
See, what is it
was
about
a
like
gang of us.
and you know what it is though? For
Because
real
you can't call your parents and ask for no more money.
At all. Because my daddy was like, we already gave you
Yeah, we done gave you money in a car, huh? Yeah, you want more money.
Because that's it, right? I just want to live.
I'm broke, man.
Help me.
I was homeless voluntarily for a semester. My junior year, first semester, I lived in my truck.
Really?
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, so since we're comparing homeless stories, I lived on Chriselle's couch a whole semester. So what happened was, shout out to the Sam family who paid paid for me to live there rent free. So I lived on my
They
friend's
housed
couch.
me too. That's something. That's where I was homeless at.
Woo! Why was we homeless at the same? We are meant to be friends.
Right.
I stayed on Chriselle and them couch in their apartment, and I only had a suitcase. I could only bring a suitcase because her parents would come up every so often. So the jig
was the benefit of living in Houston when nobody ever gonna pop up. I mean, living in Hampton. There's no pop up.
Her parents would. So I had to put all my things in one suitcase. So I had to put it behind the couch. And so what would happen was when he would come over, I would put the suitcase behind the couch and then not be there and then leave. And then when he come back, and sometimes they'd be there all day. So then I would be like, dang, I'm sleepy. I got a boo-boo. I want to take a shower. And so I would just have to find stuff to do around
you got to be
campus.
somewhere else.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Man, shout out to the Sam family.
Right.
They're good people.
Taking care of good black men.
Ever since. Yeah. Woo! Oh my God. Is it my turn or your turn? It's your turn.
Yeah. Am I a terrible person because I don't like Amanda Seales or B. Simone?
Okay, so let's talk about that. So I loved Amanda Seales at the early onset of the pandemic. I just watched one of her reels and reposted it today. I think that
she's a terrible person.
You tell me why you think she's terrible.
Everything. Literally, as soon as I see Amanda Seales talking loud on Instagram, I just be like, Lord, take her off my feed. Take her somewhere else. I don't know where, and I feel conflicted because she's a beautiful, intelligent black woman, but I just don't need any more of her ever again.
I think this is what it is. I think it's hard to receive because she is extremely educated, and she says,
I love, and that's the part that I have to reconcile with myself. There is nothing that I love more than an intelligent, beautiful black woman. And I don't like you at all. And I acknowledge she's all of those things.
I think it's hard to receive the messages because of who the messenger is with her.
I would like for her, if I'm going to get a message, send the message.
So what do you think is, for you, what is the problem?
It's just her.
You just don't like, you just look at her and don't like her?
She is like chalk. She's like nails on a chalkboard. She make me want to have people stop selling microphones.
I think that Amanda Seales has just been hurt so many times. And I think there's been some stuff that happened in the industry, all the things. But I think that, again, going back to my point, because I did stop watching her, and I think I either unfollowed her or blocked her content to, streamline her content off my page, because it just seemed like everything for me.
She bringing the straights and the gays together.
For me, it seemed like it was just like every day it's a problem, bro.
Right.
Like you got smoke with the world.
There's
every
never
day.
like, hey, there's just good news on the horizon, positivity, any of that. No, just me here being a terrible human every day.
My girl never said, hey, they selling Tabitha Brown stuff down to at the
Target.
Target.
You gonna be a Amanda Seales fan and she got beef with Issa Rae?
Come on now. I didn't say she was. See, that's why I'm not a. Anyway, all I'm saying is my girl she's just a little problematic. And I think the B. Simone thing.
I went in H&M today.
Listen, I think I was like really having to understand like why was everybody so beefed up about the B. Simone thing, and then I started doing my homework and investigating, and I think
highly dislikable.
Tell me why you don't like her. Is it because she saw her friend struggle?
She's just a terrible friend in general. She documented that. Y'all gotta stop taping things that make you look stupid.
Yes.
Didn't she steal like that planner thing? She's not really funny. I be wondering like, what exactly does B. Simone do?
I looked at a clip, a couple of clips from the episode she had with the baby where they're like laying in the bed, and he's literally telling her like, "Hey, nah, you ain't really my type. We friends though. Like, you know, I'll smash, but we friends. You know, like don't say that you attracted to me. I'm attracted. Like I, to your point, like I don't want to have myself on record being rejected by somebody like that.
The rejection is fine. The fact that you rejected oh my God, your friend was homeless.
Yeah.
She was going without,
looking for food,
and at no point were you like, what type of friend are you? Number one, and number two, like you still didn't have any sincerity, any, you know what, I could be a better friend. You just watching, and yeah, and she's not funny.
Then had the nerve to back it up with like, because I felt a little way when you started coming up. Like, girl, what?
Yeah, you can't be a terrible friend and a hater. That's the reason I be telling you, get rid of people. That lady don't need B. Simone in her life. No. B. Simone has clearly made it clear, I'm not doing anything for you.
And I think too, I found like I was reading an article, Ebony Magazine even drug her a little bit. I was reading an article in Ebony Magazine where they were talking about how, you know, she went from this girl who was making likable, relatable content in her apartment to like being a little...
No, she was not. She was on clips with Desi Banks and he's actually funny. Oh, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Oh. Who said that? Who said that? But I think like she went from making this content and to then like it got really preachy. And then like recently she did like a rebrand where she's like a Jesus girl. It's just a lot. I think she also, you know what it is? I think in Black businesses, we sometimes need some artist development. And I think she might have missed some of that.
No, she needs somebody to tell her the truth.
You think her breath stink?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't want to be around her. I see how you treat your friends. I wouldn't want to be close enough to find out.
I wonder if her breath stinks.
I think her personality is what...
Her personality stinks.
Terrible.
Well, listen, I know we are at time. This has just been a very fun and a casual episode of just two friends kicking it, having a good time, shooting the shit as we always do. But Chris, I have enjoyed you. This is like literally, we only scraped like the top of the iceberg.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, there's a whole nother conversation we got to have here soon.
Right after this. Directly following, because we got the same op.
Yep.
Chris.
And once it's up, it's always up.
It's super stuck with that one.
Oh, my God.
Chris, tell the people where they can find you online.
Once again, thank you for inviting me. This is always fun. You can find me at Ludacris. My personal Instagram. Also, we have I have my own podcast with my homeboy Reggie. We are the Splashcast, at the Splashcast, for any sports, HBCU, any type of that. Please check us out. Please support us. And once again, support all HBCU and Black creators.
So before I do my exit, can you just really quickly, one of two things, either or, I forgot to say this question during Smash or Pass. Can you either one, share your social security number, or two, flash your debit card front and back on the screen, please?
See, the way mine's set up on my phone now, I just do tap to pay. I would if I could, but I can't, so I ain't.
So what about your social?
We gonna you know how when people get connected mentally, it'll just go from here to there. Yeah, it's like airdrop, but different.
Airdrop me your social.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just
airdrop me your social.
Check your phone. It's in there. See, you got me lying on these. Now you got me B. Simone.
Oh, and you just rejected me publicly, and it's on camera. Like, I don't need that for myself.
Damn,
you are a bad friend. You saw me struggling, needing to have a social security number, and you just did that to me. That's crazy. That's nasty.
And now I got to go back to H&M. Y'all make it so easy for people to hate y'all.
This is crazy to me. This is your girl said that I had to shop at H&M. Anyway, this has been officially Off the Record Hot Topics. This is season 4.5. We are excited to continue the season. Do us a favor, share this episode for a Black person. Follow us on Instagram and YouTube at officially OTR. I'm your host, ruamaJ, and see you soon.
Peace.